Okay, you guys, can you believe it's already almost 2025? This year flew by so fast. But you know what hasn't flown by? My obsession with reading, which has only grown stronger. Seriously, I feel like I've discovered so many amazing books this year, and I just can't wait to share my absolute favorites with you all. From crazy suspenseful thrillers to epic fantasy adventures, these books seriously blew my mind and kept me hooked. I'm talking stayed up all night reading with a giant cup of coffee, kind of obsessed. It was so worth it. So if you're looking for your next book hangover, you've come to the right place. Let's get into it and explore these gems. First up, we have The Silent Storm, a book that will take you on a roller coaster of emotions. Okay, so imagine this. A small coastal town, picture those cute little seaside villages you see in movies, right? It's serene and beautiful on the outside. But beneath the surface, there are all these dark secrets lurking in the shadows, waiting to be uncovered. And of course, there's a journalist who's way too invested in uncovering the truth. This journalist is relentless, driven by an insatiable curiosity. I'm talking digging through old police reports level of invested. They won't stop until every stone is turned. And let me tell you, this book is full of jaw-dropping moments. I'm talking edge of your seat, biting your nails, kind of suspense. You won't be able to put it down. Seriously, I may have actually screamed out loud at one point. Don't judge. It's that intense. It reminded me a lot of Gone Girl and the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, but with its own unique, twisty-turny plot. It's a fresh take on the thriller genre. If you're into psychological thrillers that mess with your head, you absolutely need to check this one out. It's a must-read for any thriller enthusiast. The main character, Olivia, is seriously such a badass. She's strong, smart, and incredibly resourceful. She's super determined to uncover the truth even when things get dangerous. Her bravery is truly inspiring. And trust me, they get really dangerous. The stakes are high, and the tension is palpable. The author does such an amazing job of creating this atmosphere of suspense and paranoia. You can feel the tension in every page. You're never quite sure who to trust or what's going to happen next. It's wild and keeps you guessing. I don't want to spoil anything, but there's this one plot twist that literally made me gasp out loud. It's a game changer. I was like, no way. It was so good. The twists and turns are just mind-blowing. So, yeah, if you're looking for a book that will keep you up all night, The Silent Storm is definitely the one for you. It's impossible to put down. Just don't blame me if you end up sleeping with the lights on. It's that thrilling and unforgettable. Okay, switching gears completely now to something totally different, Beyond the Horizon. This book, you guys, it's like a punch to the gut in the best way possible. It grabs you from the very first page and doesn't let go. Imagine a world after everything went wrong. The kind of world where hope seems like a distant memory. Yeah, it's one of those stories that just leaves you breathless. The kind that makes you question everything you thought you knew about humanity and survival. But trust me, this isn't your typical post-apocalyptic dystopian thing. It's got layers upon layers of depth. It's so much more than that. It's a profound exploration of the human spirit. It's about hope and resilience and the power of human connection, even in the darkest of times. It's about finding light in the shadows. Seriously, I cried so many times reading this book. The emotions are so raw and real, but they were good tears, the kind that cleanse your soul. If you loved The Road or Station 11, you absolutely need to add Beyond the Horizon to your TBR pile. It's a must-read. It's definitely one of those books that will stay with you long after you finish reading it. It lingers in your mind. The characters are so raw and real you can't help but feel connected to them. They become a part of you. And the way the author describes the setting is just, hauntingly beautiful. It's almost poetic. It makes you think about, what really matters in life, it challenges your perspective. It's a story about survival, but it's also about so much more than that. It's about the essence of being human. It's about finding beauty in unexpected places and holding on to hope, even when everything seems lost. It's a testament to the human spirit. I know, I'm getting all deep and philosophical here, but this book really got to me, okay? It touched my soul. It's definitely one of those stories that will make you want to hug your loved ones a little tighter and appreciate the little things in life. It reminds you of what's truly important. Seriously, read it with a box of tissues handy. You won't regret it. Alright, fantasy lovers, this one is for you. Get ready to dive into a world like no other. Ethereal Realms by Laura Chen is the ultimate escape from reality. It's the kind of book that makes you forget where you are. Imagine a world filled with magic, mythical creatures, and the most intricate political intrigue you can imagine. It's a place where every corner holds a new adventure. It's giving A Court of Thorns and Roses meets Game of Thrones, but with its own unique flair. Trust me, you haven't read anything quite like this. The world building in this book is seriously next level. Every detail is so vivid you can almost step into the pages. I could practically smell the spices in the marketplace and feel the magic crackling in the air. It's that immersive. Laura Chen, you've outdone yourself. This book is a masterpiece. We've got a strong female lead who's trying to find her place in the world, always here for that. And she's so relatable. A forbidden romance that will have you swooning, with every stolen glance and secret meeting, and enough plot twists to keep you guessing until the very last page. You won't see them coming. And can we talk about the romance for a sec? It's seriously one of the best parts of the book, because oh my god, it's so good. The chemistry between the characters is off the charts. It's one of those slow burn romances that will have you completely invested in the characters. You'll be rooting for them the whole way. I was literally swooning over every stolen glance and every brush of their fingers. It's so beautifully written. I mean, come on, who doesn't love a good slow burn romance? It's the best kind of love story. Seriously, if you're looking for a fantasy book that will transport you to another world and leave you completely obsessed, Ethereal Realms is it. It's a must-read. Just be prepared to cancel all your plans because you won't want to put this one down. It's that captivating. Okay, let's talk about The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. You guys, this book, it's deep, really deep. It's about a woman named Nora who's given the chance to live out all the different versions of her life. You know, all those what-if moments we all have. Yeah, this book takes that to a whole new level. It makes you think about choices and regrets and the infinite possibilities of life. What if you could go back and change that one decision that sent you down a completely different path? Would you even want to? Honestly, it's the kind of book that stays with you long after you finish reading it. I found myself, actually thinking about it at random moments throughout the day. It's thought-provoking, it's emotional, and it just might make you see your own life in a whole new light. Plus, Matt Haig's writing is just so beautiful and lyrical. It's like the kind of writing that makes you want to underline every other sentence and stick a post-it note on it. You know what I mean? So, if you're in the mood for something a little more introspective, The Midnight Library is definitely worth checking out. Just be prepared to have your mind blown. Okay, this next one is a total must-read for everyone. Seriously, The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett is one of those books that everyone should read at least once in their lives. It tells the story of identical twin sisters who choose to live completely different lives. One twin decides to pass as white while the other embraces her black identity. It's a powerful and moving exploration of race, identity, family, and the complexities of the American experience. I mean, talk about a heavy topic, right? But Britt Bennett handles it all with such grace and nuance. She really makes you think about the choices people make and the lasting impact of the past. The characters are so richly drawn and complex, you can't help but feel invested in their stories. And the writing is just breathtakingly beautiful. Honestly, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just one of those books that you have to experience for yourself. So, yeah, if you're looking for a book that will challenge you, move you, and stay with you long after you finish reading it, The Vanishing Half is it. Trust me on this one. Okay, last but not least, we have Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. You guys, if you loved The Martian, you are going to this book. It's classic Andy Weir. Witty, suspenseful, and full of mind-blowing science. Seriously, I learned so much about space and physics reading this book. It's about an amnesiac astronaut who wakes up on a spaceship with no memory of who he is or how he got there. And of course, he's humanity's last hope. No pressure or anything, right? The story is told through a mix of flashbacks and present-day action which keeps you on the edge of your seat the entire time. Seriously, I couldn't put this book down. I was literally up all night reading, trying to figure out what was going to happen next. And the ending? Don't even get me started on the ending. It's just seriously, if you're looking for a sci-fi thriller that will keep you entertained from beginning to end, Project Hail Mary is the one for you. So those are my top picks for the best books of 2024. From nail-biting mysteries to fantastical realms and thought-provoking stories, there's literally something here for everyone. I'm so curious, which ones are you adding to your reading list? Let me know in the comments below. I love hearing your recommendations too. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future bookish adventures. Until next time, happy reading, you guys.